Hey everybody, I'm just going to wait just a few minutes and see if anybody hops on. I'm a little early today. I wanted to get my dinner done early because it's quite chilly out today, and this is Lori from Lori's Living the Tasty Life and with Wild Tree. So I figured tonight I would make shepherd's pie, and I think I have all my stuff out and ready. I'm going to make it a little bit different than the actual recipe on the box, just because old habits die really hard when it comes to me and cooking. But I also wanted to show you, again, these are really versatile. So this is also in memory of my mom. If you're on my regular Facebook thing, hi April. If you're on my regular thing, my mom passed away yesterday, and shepherd's pie was one of her things that she introduced me to when I was a kid, and I have adjusted it and made it all different than she used to make it, but still it's a great recipe. It's super comfort food. I make it a healthier version. So I'm using ground chicken. You can use ground turkey, and I am using almond milk in my mashed potatoes, and I do make homemade mashed potatoes. You can certainly use instant mashed potatoes if you don't want to deal with the homemade mashed potatoes. These are just russet potatoes. You can use red potatoes. You can, whatever potatoes you want. Sweet potatoes work really well too. So you can definitely do that. And Wild Tree's shepherd's pie seasoning, which is actually my first time making it with this. And so this has got, it's all organic. Again, the certification's right on the box. Of course, the sunlight hits it just as I'm trying to show you the box, but it's on my website too. So this will make, there's 2 packets in here, so you can make 2 meals out of this box. And there is organic carrots, onions, chopped onion, organic garlic, mirepoix powder, which is just, I've mentioned this in other recipes that I've talked about. Mirepoix is just onions, celery, and carrots chopped up really fine and sauteed. It's a chef's base called mirepoix that they chefs make to put in soups and all kinds of stuff. So hi Kelly, by the way, I see you there, and thanks for hopping on really quick. So I'm also trying to stay busy, and I don't want to ignore any of you, and I need to just keep on going. So again, in memory of my mom, and I realized that I put a red apron on, and she was a big fan of red and olive green. So I was going through some old pictures with my sister yesterday, and I completely forgot how much she was a fan of red. So Mom, wherever you are up in heaven, this is for you. I already browned off my ground turkey, and I already made my mashed potatoes. My oven is on 400 degrees, and I am going to actually just really, if I can find a knife, because my hands don't work so well anymore trying to rip open things. So you ground off your whatever meat, protein you want to put in yours. You can certainly substitute, if you want to keep this vegan, you can definitely mash up like chickpeas and beans and that kind of thing if you want to, if you do eat the legumes. If not, I know there's, all kinds of vegan meats out there that obviously aren't real meat. So I put in both packages because, again, I'm doubling because I have 2 guys that come home very hungry. So I'm doubling the recipe. So I'm using the whole box. And this one, and I'm so not a measurer, but this takes a quarter cup of water. I'm actually going to use chicken broth. So since I'm doubling, I'm going to go for half a cup of chicken broth. And then I'm going to turn this back on. So half a cup of, I'm using organic chicken broth that you just pick up at, wherever. And it's salt-free too. And of course, I lose my spoon. I am just losing everything today. Turn my stove back on, and I'm just going to heat this through. The recipe on the box calls for, what does it call for? Calls for low-fat milk and tomato paste. I'm skipping on the tomato paste. That's just my own personal preference. And it calls for peas. I use corn. You can use peas. You can use carrots. You can use whatever you want for your veggie. You can do a mixture. Some people like to have a combination of peas, carrots, and corn. Whatever you want. I, again, like to change up recipes all the time, and so I'm trying this one tonight. So you definitely need to have the moisture. I learned a long time ago with Shepards Pie in your protein that you're doing. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more because this seems a little bit dry to me. I don't want it too moist, but I am going to add just a little bit more. So maybe another 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Again, you got to play around with these things and figure out what works best for your tastes and needs. And that's the beauty of Wild Tree, because you can really, really just use the recipes as a base and then just tailor it to your own needs and desires. And again, everything Wild Tree offers, by the way, have multiple recipes in our website. Hi Julie, how are you? Hi Crystal. So I just want to mention that. And if you're interested in finding out more about Wild Tree, please go on my website. I will post it again. It's just www.wildtree.com/Lori Cheever. Super simple. If you register as a customer, it's free. And the reason I keep on telling people that is because there is so many resources on there to use as a registered customer. It doesn't cost you anything. You can look up recipes, all of the recipes on there. You can also filter by dietary restrictions or guidelines that you're trying to follow, whether you're paleo or keto, or you're diabetic and you're looking for something sugar-free, or you're vegan or gluten-free, kosher, so many things. So you can type that into the filter and it'll show you all kinds of recipes that just have those. Or you can include things, like you have things in your kitchen that you want to use up and you're trying to find a recipe for that. Certainly, type them in. I'm always a big fan of, emptying out the fridge and trying to figure out what the heck to make with my meal for, without wasting the food. So I just heated this up a little bit because I am going to pop this into a 400-degree oven. So I'm not going to be on here very long because this is going to go quick. Frozen corn. So again, there's about probably 3 cups of corn there. Put that on top. Spread that out. Super easy. So easy. And then I've got my mashed potatoes. Oh, there's my spoon that I was missing. I left it in the mashed potatoes. So I made regular mashed potatoes. I know a lot of people, including my daughter, makes this with sweet potatoes mashed, which I definitely have to try. I didn't have any sweet potatoes, or I would have done the sweet potatoes. And sometimes I throw some cheese on here and maybe a little bit of paprika on top. It all depends upon your mood. Today I'm going to keep it simple. And so if you're looking for amounts, so again, like I said, this is a double recipe. So I used 5 big russet potatoes that I peeled, 3 cups of corn, and 2 packages of ground chicken. And so 2 1-pound packages, so 2 pounds, and a box of Wild Tree seasoning. And I did substitute chicken stock for the water for a little extra flavor. And really, that is it. Besides, however you make your mashed potatoes, and it does not have to be pretty. In fact, you don't want this to be pretty because it's a really farmy kind of dish. Hence the shepherd's pie. And I like to keep my mashed potatoes all kinds of like fluffy on top. And I might add, now you know what, I'm not going to add anything. I'm going to let it go just the way it is. I might add, let me see if I can find my, nope, that's not it. You know what, what's in this? I'm going to get a little wild tonight. And you're probably going to laugh at me, but you know what? This is going to probably go really good. I'm going to use some Wild Tree Sloppy Joe mix, dry, sprinkled on top of my potatoes. It's got cayenne pepper in it. It's got onion and garlic and black pepper in it. And so yeah, I'm just going to, for a little added flavor and just to kind of change it up a little bit, because you know what? Change is good. And there you go. I'm going to throw this in the oven. And, of course, excuse my finger. I get a phone call just as I'm live. Phone doesn't ring all afternoon, and the minute I go live. So this is going to go in the oven for about 35 minutes. so it gets all, 30 to 35. The oven's at a really high temp, so you're going to have to kind of keep an eye on it, depending upon your oven. I like it to get a little bit brown and crusty on top, and there you go. Voila. You got shepherd's pie, meal done, all in one pan. Well, minus my mashed potato pan, but really, so easy. After I cooked the beef, or the chicken rather, and the potatoes, that did it itself. I didn't have to do much. 10 minutes maybe, not even, to put this together, less than that. So have a great night, everybody. Happy Thursday, and hope to see you soon. And again, if you have any questions about the filtering on my website, just message me. You just have to sign up as a customer. You don't have to buy a thing. If you're interested in product, please message me. I'm here. I love to help people. Again, Wild Tree is an awesome company. They've been around for 25 years. Just relaunched about a month ago. And so hence that's why I hopped on board, because I'm all about trying to eat healthier and do more organic and just offer people alternatives to their life. So hi, Nicole. And anyway, love you all. Cheers. Have a great night. And again, this one's for you, Mom. I love you. Bye.